Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video, we've got the reaction to the Mercedes announcement. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell will stay with the team till 2025, both signing 2-year contracts and continuing their stay with the team. Lewis been with the team since 2013 and George since 2022. No surprise, Mercedes announced both drivers in Ferrari's backyard. It would have made more sense to do this in Silverstone, but it's like a relief in a way because finally we don't really have to hear about it anymore. It's been going on and on and on, and finally we know the situation. So that pretty much confirms Charles Leclerc as well. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton finally put pen to paper on a new Mercedes contract that will keep the 7-time champion till 2025. Also, George Russell doing the same. Hamilton, yeah, we dream every day of being the best, and we have dedicated the past decade to achieving that goal. Being at the top does not happen overnight. Yeah, the goal is to win again for Mercedes. They've not been able to compete with Red Bull recently. George Russell, obviously, been on board. I have grown up with this team ever since joining as part of the junior program back in 2017. It's my home and feels fantastic to extend the special relationship. So we got the old timer in Lewis staying. He wants that 8th title. He's desperate for that 8th title. Gonna be going into his 40s. We've seen Fernando Alonso still at the top of his game. But yeah, I don't know. Should Lewis have just called it a day, move over, give someone else a chance? But he obviously believes he can still perform at the highest level. He's obviously beaten Russell quite easily this season. And George is the future of the team. Once Lewis finally calls it a day, Russell will then dominate and become world champion. Yeah. Toto Wolff, I mean, can you see me? I honestly cannot see, as good as this team have been, I cannot see them. They really need to up it and get back to winning in 24 and 25 because it's been tough, especially this season. Toto Wolff, continuing with our current driver lineup was a straightforward decision. Oh yeah, so straightforward. It took us absolutely months to announce it. We have the strongest pairing on the grid. Now, I would agree with that by Toto Wolff. Mercedes have got the best driver lineup on the grid. Lewis is a 7-time champion, got every statistic. George is the future. He's won a race. Plenty more to come from George. We have the strongest pairing on the grid, and both drivers are playing a crucial role in the team to move us forward, back to the top. The strength and stability they provide will be key building the blocks for future success. And then he goes on to say, Lewis, our partnership is one of the most successful in sports history. Then he says, George, leading the light of his generation. He's a future champion. Mercedes, they've announced their drivers now. Now it's time to knuckle down and produce a car that can compete with Red Bull. Obviously, the goal is to win a championship again. My reaction is I'm not really surprised by this news. Yeah, they've got the strongest pairing on the grid. They just need a car now. Yeah, I want to see it go George v Lewis. I want to see it more. George was the better man last year. Lewis has been the better man this year. I want to see a bit more wheel-to-wheel action between them. I believe George has got the minerals to take it to Lewis, but yeah, at the minute they're making up the numbers. They're not going to win titles and no race wins. I mean, Lewis hasn't won a race in a while. Yeah, Mercedes need to improve, but finally this saga is over. They both stay till 2025.